देविका भोजवानी अपने बेजोड़ साहस के साथ ब्रेस्ट कैंसर जैसे भयानक रोग को शिकस्त देने वाली कैंसर सर्वाइवर हैं। सफरिंग से गुजरकर हिम्मत के साथ एक विनर बनने की ये दास्तान खुद बता रही हैं देविका।
In 2000, I discovered by chance that I had the early stages of a breast cancer. I had never been for a mammogram before. It was the first time I went in to get a mammogram done. My gynecologist had been telling me that you're past 50 now and you must go and get a checkup. But of course we never took it seriously. In India, for some strange reason, women 10 years ago just didn't think that cancer or a breast cancer would happen to them.
कैंसर डायग्नोस होने के बाद एक पल के लिए देविका को लगा बस जिंदगी अब खत्म होने वाली है, लेकिन फिर उन्होंने खुद को संभाल लिया।
Eventually, when I discovered that I had a cancer, that was the bad part. The good part, I was told that it was caught at a really early stage. Of course, even that didn't help to lift my spirits. I was totally devastated. But then thinking about it, I decided that look at the bright side, look at the more positive side, the side that tells you that you are lucky, Devika, that you caught it at an early stage, you have the best treatment in this country, and believe me, I found amazing doctors, amazing information, people who came to my help.
इस मुश्किल दौर में कई बार देविका सोचती, मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों हुआ? लेकिन उसी वक्त उन्हें नजर आता अपनों का प्यार और सपोर्ट।
My family then watched my reaction. Initially, of course, they were also very, very low and they all rallied around me. My two children were in their early 20s, my husband. But then when they saw that somewhere from within, I discovered I had a spirit, I had a fighter spirit. I said, I'm not going to let this get me down. I know there's more to me than being pulled down by the news. There are so many other women who go through much more difficult times. Why am I not going to be able to fight this? And that's when, right after I got operated, and when the doctor told me that I will not need chemo because I will only need the radiation for 2 months, I realized I'd really been lucky. That, you know, in a way, it was like an eye-opener for me. And I found that my children, my family just rallied around me. And I think that's the most important fact. When you have positivity within your family, I shared the information with some friends of mine, but few of them who understood. And they said, Devika, we've known you to be a fighter. You're going to come out of this. And I think that spirit of the family rallying around me, of me taking up and saying, this is a challenge, I'm going to beat it, helped me through those very difficult and dark days.
इलाज के दौरान देविका न सिर्फ अपने रोग से जूझ रही थी, बल्कि उन कैंसर पेशेंट्स का दर्द भी महसूस कर रही थी, जिन्हें सही जानकारी और पैसे की कमी के कारण बहुत कुछ झेलना पड़ रहा था।
While I used to be sitting through for my treatments, for my radiation, I would see scores of women sitting there, came from much lower socioeconomic stratas than most of us, how they were struggling to cope up. You know, cancer treatment is expensive, it's long. Women from all over the country, from different parts of Mumbai who were coming to the doctor, waiting for hours. And I started thinking about it and I said, Devika, why not do something? And that's when the idea of starting a foundation to help other women, actually that idea was sown in my head.
इलाज के दौरान ही देविका ने ठान लिया कि वो उन कैंसर पेशेंट्स की मदद जरूर करेंगी जिनके पास सुविधाएं नहीं हैं। आज देविका मुंबई स्थित टाटा मेमोरियल हॉस्पिटल के वुमेन्स कैंसर इनिशिएटिव फाउंडेशन की वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हैं।
You know, as it so happened, the doctor who was treating for my radiation was also at that point of time the director of the Tata Memorial Hospital in Mumbai. And in conversations with her, I would tell her about, you know, what I'm seeing around me, other women, how difficult it is to cope, and she would talk to me about the fact that women in India just don't take their health seriously, don't go for checkups. And that's when she said, Devika, it would be so wonderful if somebody like you would really take up this cause, go out and reach out to more women. I went back one day and I thought about it, and then when I met her next, I said, Dr. Dinshaw, I would really like to partner with your hospital because I've seen the kind of work the Tata Hospital is doing for thousands of people coming from all over the country. Can I not partner with you? Can I not share some of this responsibility of reaching out to more women?
आज देविका एक मिसाल बन चुकी हैं उन तमाम महिलाओं के लिए जो जिंदगी से हार मान बैठी हैं।
There's something very important women need to know and realize that in women's cancers we have two tests that we are able to go and get done, which will help us detect these cancers at a very early stage. A mammogram, which is basically just an X-ray of the breasts, which every woman after 50 in our country must go for, is something that is not difficult to do. You do it once a year, once every 2 years, and a pap smear to get done, which is, it takes 10 minutes for cancers of the cervix. And when you have the opportunity and you have those tests available, why don't women go and get it done? So I think our foundation has been stressing on the need to create awareness that women get yourself checked regularly. You owe it to your families, you owe it to yourselves. The other good thing about women's cancers is that most women's cancers are curable if caught in an early stage. Unlike cancers that afflict men, which are sometimes not so easy to cure. Now, this is the knowledge that women need to understand, that women's cancers, whether it's uterine, whether it's cervical, whether it's breast cancer, are curable, caught early. The other important factor that most women, even under 50, 20, 30, 40, need to learn how to do a simple self-breast examination. It's just learning to be familiar with your own breasts. The reason we teach them that is so that when anything out of the ordinary changes in your breast, you immediately pick it up. But if you don't know how your normal breast feels, and if suddenly a lump develops over time, you'll never know. You'll always think that, oh my God, this is probably something I've always had. But if you're familiar with what your normal breast feels like, you will pick up a change. You will immediately report it to doctor, and you must report it. Don't hide it. Don't feel that it's something that nobody should know about. This is your body. This is something that is your pride. It's something that is beautiful. It will help you look after your children, breastfeed your children. It's part of your femininity. So, you know, this is something that we need to be proud of, we need to be aware of, and we need to protect.
Like, share, subscribe for more such informative videos.